We have had a doozy of a day.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
Here's the 2022 Halloween Hollow Roundtable with Carol, Erica, Brad, Chuck, Jamie, Brittany, Philip, and Jim Jam.
Hey, Jim Jam here. We got the the crew of Halloween Hollow. And what's up, y'all?
What's up, man?
What's up,
Yeah.
guys?
What up?
What's up, internet world?
Yeah.
We're here. We're doing it. We're doing it live.
We're doing the things. The things are getting
We're doing
done.
live.
Oh my god.
Doing the things.
Well, we don't want to talk about what happened before this, but it was a fun, wet time. Right?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What are we talking about there?
Witches
Jim?
and pumpkins?
What are we talking about?
Witches and pumpkins.
It's pretty
Anyways,
cold to pull
y'all.
out the slip and slide.
Oh man.
Hey, so let's get this started with what's your name and your role at Halloween Hollow. Start with you.
I'm Brittany. I do costumes.
A cat.
Cat.
And what's your name?
Jamie.
I'm a cat.
Jamie.
I
But
don't know what to say.
I dress up as a cat and I tell people's fortunes.
Fantastic.
Nice. Me. I'm Phil, the Ghostbuster of Tennessee. What's up, everybody?
I'm Chuck. I'm the behind the scenes guy doing stuff during the summer. And
Some might say you might be doing stuff and things.
yeah,
Okay.
stuff and things. I don't know shit.
Hey, things and stuff. What about that? You know that? Nice. I like that.
I do stuff
Yeah.
in the summer.
Yeah.
I'm Pilot. I'm
I can fly. I fly.
Pilot.
I'm Brad. I'm kind of over performance.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I am over performance, but it's group effort. So.
Yeah.
I'm Carol. Hello.
Move my bell.
I build things and help run Halloween Hollow.
Erica. I help run Halloween Hollow and put up with Carol.
Yeah.
That's a full-time job.
Amen.
Full-time job. Oh yeah.
What is that all about?
I help promote. I'm Jim Jam, by the way. I help promote the haunt and sell stuff there.
Jimmy,
And talk.
let me tell you, Jimmy would talk to everybody that came out, and Jimmy, you're appreciated.
Yes.
You do
Yes.
more than
Great,
anybody,
man.
so thank you.
Well, I try all I can. But so it's on the second question. So how did it feel seeing Halloween Hollow come to life?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Anybody want to start with that? We don't have to go on a
It's got to be one of these two starting now.
Erica, why don't you start off?
I hate starting.
No pressure. No pressure.
Tell us about the property when you guys first saw it.
It's a microphone.
Get out of here. I mean, when we first saw the property, it felt right. And then seeing it come to life was pretty cool. I'd say
One
Yeah.
bad.
pretty special.
One bad.
It was alright.
You know, it's pretty good.
So that's the main
3.6.
3.6.
That was-
Yeah, 3.6. That's right. Not great, not terrible. For me, letting people, like, it's hard to get in my brain sometimes. So I try to explain to people certain things, what it's going to look like, or what, I'm seeing, and everybody's like, what are you talking about? And then as I start to get things built and constructed and things start coming together, people are like, okay, now I see it. And then what really made my night or made my year was when customers were saying it felt like a Halloween town. It felt like Halloween lived there, and it was just that's what the whole thing was going for. We wanted to create a town, and Halloween Hollow had a bunch of different things, and seeing that people understood that, even though we didn't get to do everything we wanted to do, and it was just our first year, and we still have a lot more planned, that was a good feeling that people are getting the direction that we're going. They just said the feeling was great for their entire family. It's what we wanted. It was Halloween fun for everyone from the start, from the very get, and that was cool because we're obviously on the right track.
Yeah.
So that felt good.
I mean, just watching the actors come in that were all brand new and everybody got along, and it was just everybody's like, "What do you want us to do?" I was like, "Hey, kind of give them a little bit of creative freedom." Saw what they brought to the table, and I was very surprised with the amount of energy that we got. It was very good.
the culture that we've started is huge. I think it's a good start. Sometimes when you start something from scratch, that foundation you lay, it's going to be, if it's not strong, your building's going to crumble.
Yep.
So I'm glad that we were able to establish a strong foundation with the actors, with the staff, with other people. I mean, not just outside of us, with the community.
Oh yeah.
The community that the friends we made in the community is huge.
Yeah.
So I like that.
That's good stuff.
Anybody else?
Chuck, what do you think?
Y'all covered it.
I mean, with all of us here, having lots of years of Halloween haunted house experience, me personally, I haven't seen many haunted houses come from the ground up. So this was a great, seeing it from idea to conception to actually being open and, entertaining the public and the masses.
I never thought we would get to that day.
Because what it was
Yeah.
7 months from nothing to that.
Oh, that
Right?
first
months?
night,
Yeah.
that first group, it was like my whole back just got I got 2 inches taller because all the stress just came off of me. I was like, oh, that's so nice. That was so
We're
nice.
open.
We're open.
We're open.
We made
We've
it.
done it. Woo! There you go, guidance counselor told me I wouldn't do nothing.
He didn't.
What'd you say? Yeah. We got your award. Like, check this out. Just check this out.
Oh yeah, I
Not
got
a
an
bench
award.
warmer
No,
anymore.
no, no.
Yeah.
I'm not a bench warmer.
Not a
anymore.
bench warmer anymore. This is not a participation trophy. I got
real
this. I
deal.
earned this.
It's a major award.
Good times.
Do y'all have any? If y'all want to say anything about?
It was scary there for a minute, not gonna lie. I was concerned. We had a lot planned and we had a very small crew to work with. I was glad that we got open. I didn't think we wouldn't. I mean, I knew we would, but we had a lot of huge plans, which it doesn't mean that they're not going to happen, but just getting it open and seeing everything come together that first night, that was pretty good.
I mean, and stuff wasn't planned too, like the whole thing with your idea.
Yeah.
That wasn't planned.
Yeah.
It just happened, And
Yeah.
like the Ghostbusters going out there, that wasn't planned. There wasn't a plan.
We didn't think we were going to have the Ghostbusters every night.
Yeah.
And, originally the laser tag wasn't planned.
Right. So that's what's cool about it. It keeps expanding live,
The fact that we opened something in this climate during
Yeah.
a recession and inflation and the lumber was through the roof.
Oh yeah.
Everything was caused gas,
Oh yeah.
Just the area's unknown.
and a brand new location, a
Yeah.
new market,
Yeah.
brand new market.
Yeah.
Oh my God, a market that does not have anything like what we're doing.
Yeah.
Nothing. We went out to a few of the local haunts, and some have been open, 10 years, but they're still rocking and rolling the old school way, and that's fine. But nothing like we're doing,
Yeah.
nothing at all.
Premium.
It's just
Experience.
it's just something that you
Experience.
can't. Yeah, definitely.
I get
is.
that a lot in because where I'm from, I live in a small town, and they have a couple haunts, and it's old school
Yeah.
haunting.
And there's nothing wrong with
I
that.
You're
love
in
old
and
school
out.
haunting.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with old school at
Yeah.
all. But I don't think people were ready for what we were doing. I think it went over their heads. A lot of them, because a lot of them were like, "Well, what's back there? I don't know if I don't know. I want to see it before I buy a ticket." Like, it's a giant pumpkin, man. It's a
Yeah, I
25-foot tall pumpkin, man. Once you get
Is
through
there
there,
a pumpkin bigger? I don't think there is.
no.
I think it's called Guinness Book.
We looked it up, man.
We looked
All
it
it has is real pumpkins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be in there.
Hey,
Or just built
Let's shoot
pumpkin.
them a message.
yeah, Brittany.
I don't know.
Tell us what you think.
So the first time that I saw the property was at the little cookout thing you guys were having. And we got there and it was already dark. And as soon as we pulled in, I was like, "This place is creepy." It has that.
Creepy vibes.
It has a great vibe. And Carol's talking about all these things that we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. And, everybody was going on. I was like, well, if anybody can do it, it's this team.
Yeah.
And they did. And it's insane everything that this team pulled off.
What about when you just design the whole damn haunt in your computer or whatever?
Oh yeah.
And I was like, holy
Oh,
crap!
that's so cool.
Brittany done built the whole
She did
haunt
a
on a
Sims
computer, and I'm
walkthrough.
walking through it. Go, yes, this is awesome.
We need to get you building on Sims next year.
Yeah.
Just like this.
Yeah.
Not to scale.
This is how it'll look.
Oh,
And
God.
Brittany, to give Brittany kudos, she came up with costumes really fast, really quick, really dug deep in there and got it done, did what needed to be done. So
No, and how
definitely gotta give you
we had
kudos
the
for that.
costume trailer, and it was empty. And I showed Carol that video. I'm like, I want this. He made it happen in a day.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay.
I vividly remember
like,
that.
all right, yeah.
Yep.
I was like, I got to do this today. I don't want to, but I have to do it today because if I don't do it today, they won't be able to get the costume room ready.
And we even had like actors step up to help like with like passing out masks. You know, like they didn't just sit around like, oh, I'm just here to act. No, they got in there and got
They
in
wanted to
with
be a
us
part
before
of
we
it.
opened.
They wanted to be a part of it.
I heard a lot of them say they wanted to come out there and help build.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
Which a lot-
and
few
sometimes you know, you want that, and you don't mind that, but sometimes you get a lot of people out there wanting to help, and it's more of a just
Babysitting.
yeah, and you want to hang out, you know, but not everybody. But so you gotta. I think we'll open that up next year and see what we can do, but because you know, everybody means well.
Yeah.
But sometimes I don't
we
get
didn't
as
know
much
that
done.
we didn't know them yet when
Yeah.
they wanted
Yeah.
to come out and
Right.
help.
I mean, I think we'd feel more comfortable like maybe doing like some costumes or distressing days or
And
something.
it's not
like
even.
Well,
that
for
we were
example,
uncomfortable,
like,
we just didn't
when you would
know,
come
we
out,
didn't
right?
know.
that.
I'd put you on a project, but how many times would I come over and check on you?
All the time.
So I would come check on you, and that would take me from away from my project, right?
Yeah.
So like when you have multiple people helping,
Right.
you constantly have to leave your project to go check on it. Although other things are getting done, you have to go back to your main project, and it's not getting done. So it's a catch-22. You want people that want to be there, but at the same time, you know, it's just you gotta. You have to plan. And next year, this coming up season, already like writing stuff down and like planning things out. Because last year it was just gotta build it.
Yep.
I don't care what else we're doing. I have to build it.
Yep.
Because if I don't build it, there's nothing to go through, right? So that's kind of where. But this year will be a lot different in that aspect, and hopefully a lot more fun from a creative standpoint.
Yeah.
Because I'm
The
looking forward
skeleton's
to.
made now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we just gotta skin it. You know.
Yeah. Ready to jump in and have some fun.
This may be a later topic, but learn some new things this year. Things you haven't done. You build haunted houses. Become a farmer, though.
Oh yeah.
Oh Lord.
Oh, yeah.
Big-
We
putting a
do-
farmer on my
Resume.
resume was not something I'd want to do again.
Same.
Like corn maze asterisks, maybe.
Oh, we got it.
Yeah.
There was
We
a
did it.
corn maze.
I'm pretty sure I'm just a ghost at this point.
I killed Brad
Something
Loftus that day.
Yeah.
I killed
Yeah.
Erica too. Well, we planted pumpkins. We planted 3 acres of corn. What else? What else we gonna? Let's plant something else.
No, it's not.
Plant our feet to it.
Real Ivy next year.
Yeah, there you
Real
go.
ivy.
No man, take over.
Yeah, when I first come out, there was the cookout too, or whatever, and just listening to you and y'all, everybody talk about the ideas, just trying to imagine it, and then seeing it come together, building the porch on the video store, that was pretty cool to know. Just all watching it come together, because I'm new to all this. Y'all been
Oh, me too. I'm new too,
Yeah.
man. I don't know.
Well,
You know.
yeah, the rest of y'all been together for quite a while, so
A little bit.
yeah. So, and I met Carol at Death Yard
It's a disputing.
through Tennessee Horror
Yep.
News, and I thought he was a woman at first.
You're not the only one.
He walked up, and I was like, "Oh shit! I'm glad I didn't say she."
Grown ass man.
Hey,
But yeah.
girl.
What? Let me ask y'all this. What looked like you thought it would look in your head, and what didn't look like you thought it would in your
See,
head?
I saw your drawings.
Right. Well, that's
So it's
cheap.
like, well, it looks just like the drawings. So I know exactly what it's going to look like. So,
The video
Yeah.
store was exactly how I thought it would look.
Cool.
yeah. I mean, it's an
Yeah.
80s video store.
The drop tile ceilings, the
Fluorescent lights.
fluorescent lighting, the weird flooring.
Carol's favorite, the Pepsi cooler that you love so much.
Oh, I love
Yes.
You know, you
That's
gotta
why
represent
I wrote Pepsi sucks on it. Shout out to Nate. Thanks for the Pepsi
Oh,
cooler,
yeah.
Nate.
I can get a door for a Coca-Cola.
Oh,
Can't get the whole cooler though.
Whoa.
They told me
Yeah.
they can give me the door, but they can't give me the whole cooler.
That's all we need. Is
That's
a
weird.
So you already got the cooler, so you can just hang that door on the.
I don't want a Pepsi Wars in the
take the
video
Pepsi
store.
challenge, you in?
Can we just buy little inserts for it?
Yeah.
There's gotta be.
Might be coming to work for UPS if I keep talking bad about Coke.
You know, sometimes I have like these. I think every idea I have is cool, but that's not always the case.
Negative Ghost Rider.
I still think Sasquatch needs to be a thing.
No.
Just throwing that out there.
No.
He'd be the coolest scruffing ever,
Yeah.
Sasquatch. And the video we shoot, never mind, we're not even gonna get into that.
Well,
But
that's,
anyway,
okay. That's just easy.
We're
Just have
shooting
you-
another video.
Just have me walk around shirtless. That's Sasquatch enough.
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch. Yes, we get that.
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch.
What?
No.
Yeah.
See?
That's what I'm
He's
saying.
intrigued. He wants to-
Sasquatch. Erica's hating on Sasquatch.
The world wants to
Did
know.
anybody bring
What's
this
there
up?
to like?
I'm sure the Jay and Silent Bob thing for outside the video store.
Oh yeah, we've talked about that.
Gonna do Vampire Jam.
That'd be
Silent
funny.
Bob?
That'd be
That'd be
cool.
funny.
Since
That would be cool.
since Rewind is vampires, so
Yeah, I mean the
then have them vampires.
the Lust Bloods love hanging out at the video store.
And we can do Kevin Smith, skinny Kevin Smith. He's got skinny now,
Yeah.
and he's vegan. So I don't know how that would work.
Eating those potatoes.
Ain't gonna have another heart attack.
No, he's living his best life now, I guess, right? Anyways, so what was a moment that stood out to y'all this season?
Besides opening night,
Yeah.
I tell you what was really cool for me was my high school theater teacher bringing a field trip out one day. That was kind of
That
cool.
was
really
cool.
cool.
That was cool, and seeing a bunch of young kids that were interested in set design and learning a little bit about that. Some probably could care less, but that was kind of cool. Trying to get some young minds involved, and they were asking questions, which I thought was fun. So it means they were actually paying attention. So that was kind of cool.
So I don't know if this is a common thing, but there was people coming every weekend. I don't
Yeah.
know if that happens a lot, but they're like,
Repeat
"Oh, we'll be
visits.
out next weekend."
Yeah, we had a
Just,
lot of
you know,
repeat
a lot of
visits.
repeats.
Lot of repeats.
Which, you
And
know,
I think when we were talking about that here at Site B, you know, the $15 one and done ticket, I said
Right.
I think that's going to bring people back.
yeah, and it did.
Because you know we $30 ticket in the way things are today, that's expensive. I mean, if you have a family,
Yeah.
a large family, that's a lot of money to spend in one time. So if you can drop that in half, and every payday you come and bring your family, you know, maybe that's not the case. Maybe they just had a great time, but
Right.
we did get a lot of one and done tickets, $15 tickets.
Yeah, the live entertainment helps a lot. Too.
Yeah.
You know, something every weekend is
Hopefully
different.
this year I can get my buddy to bring some wrestling out there.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Wrestling.
We'd love to get any kind of live. What did somebody say? Like, Armored Combat has nothing to do with being scary, and I was like, well,
That's not the point.
that's not
Yeah,
the point.
it's
just
entertainment.
It's entertainment, yeah.
And you're watching it, aren't you?
And there's bashing pumpkins, so it's tied in the Halloween.
tied
So
in.
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess my most memorable. It's like before season, but it was moving the International Harvester. Like that took some years off my life. Moving that down 40. That was Carol calling
We
me
had a
saying,
lot of sketchy moments. We're following Carol in the trailer. Like, Carol, you're on 2 wheels, buddy.
Like this.
like,
How about flip the whole thing?
like the camera's out just in case it's gonna be a TikTok. It's refilming right now.
Every 10 miles we stop and checking the tires. Yeah.
Oh,
That
that's
was
sketchy.
rough.
Oh, that one that Loftus was pulling the International, it was what we didn't realize at the time was a flatbed wrecker, and it had the bed would tilt, but it's a heavy ass hydraulics thing on the back.
Yeah.
And so all the weight was in the back and not the front. And Loftus was doing this. I was like, holy crap, man. I was like, are you all right? He's like, no, man, I'm not.
no, we're going down this hill, and I'm like, well, there ain't no trailer brakes on this thing, so if I hit the brakes, it's probably going to lose it. So I was like,
oh,
We're going committed now.
I'm gonna put some gas to her and see what happens on the other side.
No, the trailer was tough. All the vehicles, getting all the vehicles.
How's
was
your
good.
truck, Carol? By the way,
The truck's
It's
good.
got several more dents in it than it
couple
did
of
when
new
we
fresh
started.
dents from the aunt.
Yeah,
Dino
she's had-
damage.
She got it rough.
That's right.
Yeah, we should
The
have.
horse kicked it.
The horse literally beat the shit out of my truck.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's memorable too.
Yeah.
The
that's-
horse,
was
the
rough.
valet at
Oh,
Transworld,
they ripped the
Yep.
side out.
the Ford.
Shout out to the Valley of
Wow,
Transworld.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, shout out.
Appreciate it.
My truck went through hell, for sure.
Still going strong.
But it's a work truck. Oh, dirty knees.
She working.
She'll be all right.
She working hard.
She's a Tundra.
Yeah.
Yeah, Erica, what do you got?
A memorable moment. When we had an issue with somebody who decided to, let's just say, badmouth us, and watching our entire staff like rally around us
Oh, yeah.
was
Yeah,
really
that's
cool.
awesome.
That was really cool.
Oh,
Yeah, that's all we're gonna say about it.
That's all she likes.
But
Like,
the actors
I'm
are
like,
like,
That's all she's got to say about
Watching
that.
them back us up and rally around us was really cool.
all that energy that night was great. They're like, forget him, yeah. And I'm like, yes, take it out on
they
everybody
use
going
that-
through.
They use that too to like make them stronger too.
Oh,
you know?
they killed it,
Dude, that was the same
That
night of the
night,
shrimp
dude.
boil.
Yeah.
Yep.
They killed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fueled by shrimp.
Really cool.
Fueled by
Yeah.
And the 80 pounds of potatoes that we found the next day.
Oh.
Range.
Corn.
Oh.
The whole thing of corn.
Yeah.
Corn's got the juice.
It's got the juices.
It's got all of it.
It's
Can't
corn.
imagine a more beautiful thing.
Chuck, do you got a memorable?
I mean, you're gonna have your your road obstacles, speed bumps along the way, but just seeing everybody come together, like the actors themselves, along with all of us here as staff. But I don't think I've ever seen actors come together to actually be so supportive, wanting to help out in so many ways. Doing a potluck dinner before we opened,
That they put together. Yeah.
Bringing
themselves.
food all the time and snacks.
Yeah, bringing snacks and just
Constantly feeding each other.
so much positive energy from a solid team. It was great seeing that.
And I think that stems because people like Leanna and Brittany doing what they do, being the haunt moms, the whatever you are called.
There are babies.
Yeah.
100%.
So I think what they appreciate that, and we would always try to have some kind of waters and cold drinks and snacks, Halloween candy. Like if you have a haunted house, you should always have Halloween candy. The wrappers are a pain in the trash, but you got to get on them sometimes about that. But for the most part, everybody did a pretty good job. I don't remember any trash in the scenes really.
Everybody was good. about picking up
So that's a good thing, and just I don't know, like Leanna's not here and Cameron's not here, but everybody just I don't know. You can't fake that.
No.
You can't buy that. You can't pluck that from somebody in the street and go, here you go, here you're part of the team. You can't buy that. And our whole damn show is built, not bought. And that comes to our people.
Yep.
We build our people up. We build the show up. We don't buy a damn thing. Well, we do buy a few small little things, but
but
but it's more of
some screws.
it's more of our mentality and our mindset.
Yeah.
We build from within. And if you do come in and you're not part of the crew, we want to build you up and make you a part. That's the way I feel about it.
Yeah, just people stepping up. Like once their job is done, like what else do you need? Just get on their own.
100%,
You have to tell them that.
100%.
Yeah.
So.
How many people jumped in and started spreading straw that night? It was raining.
Oh, dude.
Oh, everybody that was there.
We was pouring down rain. We were getting soaked and still doing it. Nobody
Yeah.
cared. They didn't mind at all.
Where you need this? Where you need this? And it got to the point. I was like, all right, whoa, we got to spread that somewhere else.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just, the location. A lot of people, this stems to everything. When you go to Cookeville, every restaurant's fully staffed.
Yep.
Nobody's hurting for help.
Yep.
And it's just a different mentality in it's just a great people. You go to Hendersonville and there's short servers everywhere. You go to Cookeville, that's not the case.
Yeah.
Have y'all noticed that?
They just seem a lot less entitled in Cookeville.
Yeah,
It's a different.
nice-
It's a
nice way to
different.
say it.
It's like an old school feel.
Like more of a blue collar.
Yeah, and it's like, God, I fell in love with those people. Always have. Ever since years and years ago, we wanted to go to Cookeville.
Yeah.
Years. And I'm so glad that we're in the Upper Cumberland community. Freaking love it. Love it, love it, love it. And, so. What else you got, Jimmy?
Oh, I wanted to say some moments I stood out to me the most was I was just wandering around kind of, and I looked in there with Rewind, and people smiling and laughing. I started crying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That got me because like from the beginning I saw it being built, and now everybody's having a good time, hearing screams, laughing.
Yeah.
And
That sitting back there in the back, and you can close your eyes and be like, oh, there's a chainsaw.
Where I was at, it was all echoing.
There's Ethan. That was
Yep.
that right here.
The
I
old
liked,
man clowns and hear him.
I like sitting in the video store, and this it was a family, and the dad, I guess he was probably maybe a little bit older than me, maybe in his early 40s, and he was like, "Oh my God, guys, this is what Netflix used to be," and he's trying to show his kids that what a videotape was, right? And they're like, "What?" He's trying to explain to them like, we would do this on the weekends, on Friday nights. We'd come to a place like this, we'd rent this tape, and we'd take it home, we'd watch it. We have to rewind it, and we have to bring it back, otherwise you get a late fee. He's like going through this whole thing. And he goes, I used to rent this tape every Friday night. And I was like, that's awesome. And these kids are like, what the hell, Dad? Like, what are you talking about? And just seeing a dad explain to his kids what a video store was made everything just worth it.
And I've seen a lot of teenagers just love. They kept going back to it.
Yeah.
Like if they had the multipass, they would use the multipass just to go
It's
to
a
that
cool
one.
place to hang out.
Yeah.
It looked so legitimate. Some people wouldn't go in there because they thought like, oh,
Yeah,
that's
we
not
had to,
part of
like,
the
tell
haunt.
them
They
to
don't
go in.
understand. Like, it's a video store. I'm like, no, that's a haunted house.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, go in there.
So that's like what I'm talking about earlier, going over their heads.
Yeah.
It's like, because what the talk was, Carol, we should make it kind of grungy and nasty. I was like, I don't want that. I want it to look like it's legit open.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of
Backfired a tiny bit.
backfired a tiny bit.
You built the video store from the ground up.
Yeah,
Yes.
but
From the ground.
that's cool to
Yeah.
me. But it's like me and Brinkley used to have this conversation all the time. I would run stuff by Brinkley constantly. He'd be like, "What are you talking about?" And I'd be like, "All right, I gotta scale that back some." Because Brinkley is the person that we're trying to sell to.
He's a good barometer for what's relatable.
Yes, and if Brinkley doesn't understand
Shout
it,
out to Brinkley.
yeah, no, seriously, that's why me and Brinkley work so well together. I would come out the left field with some crazy shit, and he'd be like, "Carol, what are you talking about?" I'm like, "All right, how about this?" "Okay, I can feel that." And I'm like, "Perfect, that's it then." And as soon as we got that, I mean, we did that constantly at Monster Mountain, Dark Descent. Even Dark Descent to me was ahead of its time when we did that in Madison, and it's just like I just wish sometimes we could just do things and it hit right then instead of you were saying earlier, like everything that we do is like too soon. And then a few years later, it's like the iron,
clicks.
yeah, it clicks, and it's like, damn, we've already done that, but nobody guarantee you Halloween
did it
Horror
before it was
Nights
cool.
is going to do a video store.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's coming.
100%. It's going to do a video store.
You're not gonna be able to find a VHS anywhere.
It's okay because we've got them all.
And also, shout out, not a damn single tape got stolen.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I was
Super
thinking,
impressed,
we're
'cause
gonna
we
put
had some
plexiglass
really-
over the shelves.
Well, we thought
had
about
some
that. Like,
cool
that's going
ones.
to take away from it.
People wanted to see the
tape.
back.
Flip
And
it over.
everybody that grabbed the tape immediately flipped it around the back.
And
If
then
it
put it
reads
back.
down,
Description.
it's not authentic then.
Yeah.
You know?
Shout out to Joseph Bodkin for
Oh, yeah.
bringing Rewind alive
Yes.
and
Yes.
believing in us and spending most of his season
Oh
with us.
man, that was awesome.
Yeah,
Killed it, bro.
that was cool.
He did.
I tried to be in there one night. And
Couldn't do it?
I couldn't do it.
No.
I can't do it. I can think up some one-liners, but
What was
not like
the-
that, man.
Yeah.
His buddy that come with him that had that dude was creepy.
Oh, that clown.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Chase.
he
Chase
he
was-
creeped me out.
Yeah, he was awesome.
I was like, I've never seen this guy before. Is he a customer messing around? Like,
No, what's funny is
scared
when
me.
because he got stuck in traffic, right? So he's waiting in the ticket line, and I see this man with a backpack, like a duffel bag, and I was like,
That's got to be him.
wait a minute, either this guy's starting some stuff or he's working here. I was like, hey man, you need some help? Yeah man, I'm looking for Joe. I'm here to work. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. Chase, right? Yeah, I'm Carol. Come with me. She's like, all right, cool. I was like, oh, that was good. I'm glad that wasn't some crazy person.
Yeah, I got some video and pictures of him walking through the fog.
My dude's wild.
Yeah,
I saw those.
What about that fog, man?
Too, man. That's crazy.
Dude, that Viper kicking it. Look Solutions. What?
Yeah.
Damn.
it was
yeah.
We could have done one fog
It
machine.
had the whole place.
Damn.
Yeah, it
Sometimes
fogged
the
the
fog would
whole
drift
outdoors.
over my tent, and
So-
nobody could
Dude,
see anything.
It went past the cornfield.
Yeah.
It was great.
What?
It was great.
We get one more.
That'll be
Set.
crazy.
So,
Cut it like Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
yep, basically. And that wasn't even the. I don't know if that was their.
No, I want
I
to
don't
do
know
that.
if that was their
thick fries.
It's a
We'll
low
do it
ride
every
fall,
night.
wasn't it?
No, I don't know.
No, I don't think it was.
No, I don't. I think because I don't remember exactly which kind. They don't have like a lot of variations of fall. They only have like 2 or 3.
They killed
Yeah, I think they only have
whatever.
like regular, like a thicker base, and then the haze. So I don't know if we got regular. Or I can't remember, but it was great.
It was good.
Yeah, can't wait to crank that up again next year.
I got one more memorable moment. It's Cameron and Erica trying to hang pumpkins.
Oh yeah.
Erica's like, I'm not going up here no more.
No.
I'm in the corner like,
Oh.
who is that climbing up there?
I was like, what are
is
y'all
that?"
doing? I was like, I just need lights right here. I don't really need y'all to string them up during the show.
I didn't mind going all the way up to the top, but it was not sturdy, and that's
No.
what I didn't like. Cameron wouldn't even climb the thing.
Not sturdy.
Cameron knew better. That's not something you do.
He would try, and then he would come right back down.
Nope.
Like he would go halfway and then come right back down. He's like,
Nope.
no.
And then I told him, I was like, well, guys, how I hung these up was I put a ladder in the back of the truck. And they're like, oh, my God.
That makes a lot more sense.
It's like, yeah, you aren't doing that.
But it looked good how it was.
It did look
on
good.
the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Carol's
sometimes,
like, minimal instruction. Go.
sometimes that doesn't work.
So I had fun with telling people there was not clowns in Big Top Meats and it was Piggly Wiggly. And people come screaming at us, you lied to me.
Yeah.
Come out
does-
running fast. He was running so fast out the side
Oh
of
man,
it.
Yeah.
I could hear them screaming from down near the pumpkin. It was great.
And the Piggly Wiggly was a huge inspiration for that Gutso.
Yeah.
Erica, shout out to Erica and Phil, right?
Oh yeah.
Y'all
Yeah.
did some tracing and painting, and Erica painted it, right?
Yeah, she did it.
Was
She
that
traced
a
it.
projector? And
We
then,
put a projector on.
Maybe we
it,
cheated.
traced it.
Yeah, we.
We cheated.
no,
Work
But it
smarter,
looked
not
great.
harder.
To be honest, I didn't
Hey,
tell
look,
people I
each
cheated,
one of
though.
those letters, those letters were amazing.
Yeah, don't let me paint anything.
I was super impressed.
I'm the
with those.
designated colorblind person here.
Yeah.
so.
Those letters sucked. Hanging those letters was probably harder than cutting them.
I don't know, baby.
Yeah.
It's in that vibration. You guys cut.
You were like, my arm's asleep. I got to stop for a minute.
Not doing that.
And I hate cutting them.
Told you to stop cutting.
Who told you to
Who told you to
stop?
stop cutting?
Who told you to stop cutting?
So I got one more question for Carol and Erica. How did this come to be?
Halloween Hollow?
Yes.
Oh man, it's well, it's a kind of a long-winded answer to that, I guess. Ever since I met Erica, because we met working for another haunted house company, she's had a desire to be a haunt owner, want to own a haunt, and I've owned a haunt and wanted to do. I actually said I would never do it again. I would never do it again, and if COVID didn't hit, I don't think I ever would have.
Probably not.
I
No,
really
because
don't.
we were set on a different path.
Yep.
Yeah, totally.
Um,
What even here?
No,
No, I mean,
another haunt company.
you know, going to California, I was supposed to be traveling back and forth to Florida, some other places, and I was just like, hey, I'm ready to see where this takes me, right? So when COVID hit, and you know, I was doing work for other people, it kind of gave me the bug again to like, okay, like I don't mind doing work for other people, but like the stuff that I'm doing for people is doing well. The stuff that I've always done for other people has done well. It's got a good reception, you know. And I always felt like I kind of got, when we did Death Yard, it was kind of, we got the short end of the stick. There was 200 houses there before us. The location was piss poor. There was no parking. Our neighbors hated us because of the haunted houses before. One guy got mad because there was chewing gum in his parking lot, and we were the reason. You know, stuff like that. So I think it had revolved around enough for me personally that I was like, you know, if the opportunity ever arises, I think I'm going to do this again. And I think Erica was like, hell yeah. And
Just like that.
She definitely, that's what she said.
so
Let's do it.
when I moved back to Tennessee, I would meet up with Jason and Matt. We would just talk and stuff and talk about, you know, if there was another haunt and what we would do and things. And then Erica got included when she moved back. We just kind of started talking, and then one night I was like, Halloween Hollow sounds cool. But it was always this, because Death Yard was more like NC-17
Oh yeah.
with the drill does and the Nazi zombies and the
Yeah.
It was risque.
the zombie
Right
strippers, the Manson
Abomination.
family. I mean, all that stuff was just.
I walked in the first scene like, uh-oh.
And what's funny is a customer at the Hollow this year said they talk about the drill dough every year. Now, every Halloween, they talk about how that basically is just burned in their brain.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's something when you see it. You can't.
We need to do a
forget it.
haunt
You can't
museum.
unsee
Put
it.
that in the-
So that was fun to hear that. But no, so we knew that we wanted to create, number one, a Halloween event, not just a haunted house.
Yeah.
A destination, and make it fun for everyone.
Especially if we weren't going to do it in like Nashville.
Yeah. So, and we didn't really, we weren't like actively like looking for stuff.
Yeah.
But something happened. Where were we at when we saw that one at Cookeville? There was a building at Cookeville.
Well, I don't completely remember how that part came, but I remember you and I went and looked at it. It was perfect.
I think did Jason sent it to us. I think,
I
it
think
was.
so.
Called
Yeah.
them and said we were all good to go, and then the price was incorrect, and then the city also told us that we couldn't do it because there weren't enough parking.
Or enough
Just build
parking
a whole
spaces.
parking lot.
Even though there was a parking lot next door that we were able to rent out, and a high school down the street that we were able to rent out, the city just wasn't going to allow it. So we kind of gave up for a hot second, and then this one came together. Matt found a Facebook Marketplace post
He was searching for. He just searched keyword
Haunted
haunted
house.
house, and
for
it
somebody
said
looking to do a haunted woods on their property. So Carol went out. Matt went out first.
Matt was there. Me and Loftus showed up later that day because we were doing the Mule Day
Parade
with
for
Millers.
another haunted
Oh, yeah.
house. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we went out there. So Loftus was with me the first time we went out, and it was a great piece of property.
That's awesome.
And it happened to be closer to Nashville than our first spot in Cookeville.
Right.
Because we're 15 minutes from Cookeville.
Yeah.
So we were like, okay. And we kind of just worked out a deal, and it worked out. I mean, it just kind of happened that way. At first, it didn't seem, I don't know, it kind of just happened all like that.
Yeah,
Almost
all
like it
kinda
was
fell
meant
together.
to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We didn't go out looking for this. It just kind of fell in our lap.
Yeah.
And we were wanting to do it, but
We
it
weren't.
just,
we
weren't
weren't
like
hardcore searching.
yeah. And when the opportunity came up, I was like, hey, this is it. And I'm going to do this, and if this doesn't work out, then I'm going to retire from haunted houses.
Not yet, bud.
No, not yet.
Just be cool.
But I think it's going to work out well. I think the response we got last year from people that came out was they loved it, 100%.
Me talking to as many as I did, they were blown away. They couldn't believe that something like that was out there. And I always had to reiterate that this time last year there was nothing like this here.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
empty field.
Nothing here.
Nothing.
Completely empty.
All our reviews are
Nothing.
like
And what's
it's
cool?
insane.
Yeah, the reviews are great. The gentleman that owns the gas station up there on the corner by the haunt, he's mentioned that his business is up. His business was up in the evenings of October. He's like, well, there's only one reason for that.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
The restaurants around there, we eat a lot.
yeah, I mean, we
Support local.
we do
Yeah.
some eating.
We do some eating.
We do some eating. So,
The Rose Garden.
yeah, the
Oh, yeah,
Rose
Rose
Garden's
Garden,
great,
yeah.
man.
Love Rose Garden.
Corner Grocery, David and them up there, man, giving us awesome. They give discounted pizzas. When we run out of wood, they give us discounted firewood. I mean,
Yeah.
those guys, they're great.
Yeah, they were awesome.
Love it.
That one guy come through this season. He goes, telling us, looking at his fans, and goes, "Yeah, this house been here forever." I go, "Yeah, like 2 months. It's crazy."
What about the tax assessor?
Guy, like, I know the little
That's
house.
What about that? What about that house?
Sir, that's a facade.
My dad's like, that's a facade.
That is not a real house.
It looks like a real house from here.
Oh, let's
Thank
walk
you.
over.
Thank you.
Far away.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that was in the daytime too, so
Mhm.
that's even better. You know.
Yeah.
But the amount of people that thought that was like a real
Oh, dude.
house
Yeah.
was
Oh,
great.
that was
Remember when you
wild.
said the largest thing you were going to build was that pumpkin?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was it like 60-foot long?
It was like-
Then we show up one day and he's
well,
like,
it
I
was
think I'm
gonna
going to
be-
make it three
It was going to be
stories.
3 stories. Mhm.
How about
It
two
was
stories?
gonna be.
Yeah, I
Two
know.
stories
was
with a
gonna be 3
doghouse.
stories.
Okay.
It's big enough, man. It's big enough.
Dude, that porch is every bit of 60 feet
Yeah.
long.
It's
Yes.
crazy.
God, what a lumber eater that thing was.
It's the porch of
Woo!
my dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your mind went wild on that one, didn't it?
man.
But just look at the drawing, dude.
Brinkley goes, dude, you can't be doing a second story right now. I said, I got to. I came this far. fuck. I could see it in Brinkley's face. He was like, golly. Carol, what have you done? Yeah. And I mean, I tell you, if Jarrett and his monkey climbing ass didn't fucking, pardon my French, didn't...
he was off everywhere.
He helped me get them pieces, and he was sketch. He was like, man, this is some sketch, dude. Like, I was like...
I caught up there one day. I'm like, I'm good. Never come back up here again.
That doghouse that day, I'm like, bro.
Nope.
Oh, man.
Like,
No, I did not want to be there for the
I saw
doghouse.
was Carol hanging a pirate flag.
Oh god, I got photos of that. That's scary, man. Like tippy toes
That
on a
pole.
ladder.
What was that pole even connected to?
It was floating. It was floating, and I put a bunch of braces. So, remember we got that pole up there,
Yeah.
and then I braced it in. It wasn't going nowhere.
Can we talk about this?
Throw 200
Saturday, the
pounds
day
of
of.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring because I got to help with this. The mansion was. I was serious doubt. I wasn't saying nothing, but in my mind I was, how is this gonna happen? And damn it,
Some haunted house magic, Jimmy.
well, I saw him do his thing. He was screwing
Happy accidents. Yeah.
drywall everywhere, and I'm just like, this is amazing.
I put in this happy little screw right here.
Man, that whole morning I was a mess. Because, we all stayed at the cabin.
There's a happy little
And I was like, guys, I hate to be that guy. We got to go. Like, it's, what time we leave? Like 6, 6:30?
It was like,
I was so mad.
Everybody was just like,
this is not what I signed up for.
And I made it very clear. I said, it won't be like this. I said, but it has to be like this tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, Phil, I'm staying home.
I popped up no problem because I knew a lot of things needed to happen.
And I was just like, man. And Erica knew. I was like, I think that was the morning I was just like, yeah.
Dude, that week before, I'm going to work, leave work, come up there, come home at 1, come back out there again. Maybe like a couple of nights,
Yeah.
Like, we gotta do it. It's time. We got to.
We did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Loftus spent his vacation time out there planting corn and dying.
You go out there, try to dig a trench for 30 seconds, have to go sit in the truck with the AC on for 5 minutes. I'm not built for hot weather, guys. I'm not. Wasn't fat man friendly.
Oh, man.
That's how Loftus became our first night walker.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure my body's out there. Like, there's a
There's a
big
hump.
Yeah.
We
Hump in
bring
that
up the
field.
house in the woods.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Wendigo.
Oh,
Or Wendigo.
We do have a Wendigo.
So,
So who heard it before me?
we're customers, right?
Yeah, because I kept hearing it.
I'm not going to lie. When y'all tell me I heard something, I'm like, okay. But when the customers are coming out saying something, that somebody's yelling for help, it's like, all right, now we need to really look.
Yeah.
What about Jamie? Where's my husband?
Oh, man.
Where's my husband?
Nobody's telling me. They're all telling me to be quiet, and I'm like, is
No.
he dead?
No! Where is my husband?
I wasn't having any of that.
He's fine. Just shut up, Jamie.
But it was spooky, man.
Yeah, I was spooked. I was freaked out. I was like, is he the one yelling down there?
'Cause we
Okay.
turned off
Your
all
whole
the music.
everything
Let's be real.
changed.
Turn
If
off
one of
all
y'all
the-
was down there yelling help, I would not have been there going,
Right.
hello?
Yeah, that would have been a very different situation.
No, I'm closing down.
Where's he at? Is he down there? I'm on my way.
I got the giant marshmallow, man. I'm unplugging it. It's pitch quiet. All the music's gone. I'm sitting there. I'm like, I'm hearing it. I'm out here by myself. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, and then you run up to me.
Then I see her in the car. I'm like, somebody's out there.
So
I've
we're
been
like
hearing it for
listening,
hours.
and then radio call it in.
And I'm immediately going, this is a bunch of BS.
Yeah. Then he gets
They
the
are-
radio. Everybody,
They're
back to the
pranking
court
you.
now.
Everybody was a radio.
And I'm
to
over
the
here
court
like,
now.
I'm like,
When I heard the first,
what?
help!
Oh, dude.
Oh,
The
yeah.
hair stood up.
Oh no! We
And
have
my
a missing
first thought,
customer.
I
Oh,
said,
so
there is a Wendigo out here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because he's trying to get us out there. And I was like, I ain't having that.
Because Wendigos, they repeat the last thing their victim says before they die.
Yeah.
So what would be the last thing you said if you saw something like that come in? Help!
Yeah.
Help!
So I
More
thought,
people heard it besides me too.
yeah, and I
A lot of
thought
people.
we had a Scruffian. Scruffians, are one of the factions of fear that we have at the Hollow. And I was like, we got a legit Wendigo.
Yeah.
And then we had a Bigfoot sighting a few weeks later.
In Goodville.
It-
Sure.
Yeah, right there by the
Oh, man,
Silver
it's
Point.
so
in Silver
freaky.
Point.
Silver Point. Yeah, it was Silver Point.
Brittany, she swears up and down it's still a Wendigo.
Something in their woods.
There's some
We had
wild
guests
woods.
show up looking for the Wendigo.
Well,
Yeah.
whenever you come over there, and Carol's like,
Nothing
is it an
was
emergency?
ever
And
found.
wasn't
It might
Doug
be.
Cox there that same night?
heard
Doug,
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
He heard
Doug
it.
Cox
that
from
was
Screamville was
No, it
there.
was that was the second night because it happened more than
Yeah.
once.
Well, it happened the first weekend. I didn't say anything. I'm like, okay, screw it.
Somebody
The
just
second
messing
weekend,
with
it
you.
came out like they're still out there. I don't know. I'm telling
They're still
you.
out. They're still out. We gotta do something.
They're in the bottom of this ravine. Just
They
like,
made it for a
their-
week.
their
We need to
legs
check on him.
strapped, like,
I'm like, he's got much longer. He's been out there for a week.
Oh,
He's not gonna
man.
make it.
The theories I heard from the crew too. Some of our haunt actors were like, they chain girls up in the woods back there. They chain girls up and they just bring food to them once a week and they just stay
This
out
is
there.
not true, detective.
I was like, whoa, what? She's like, I went to school with a girl. That's what happened to her.
Oh
I
my
was like, bro, calm down.
One of the
It does
actors
not.
wouldn't
It
even
is
let us
very
say that
safe
word.
there.
It is. No, it was all just. That's how small town legends get started.
Yeah.
So I think it was Halloween weekend was the last weekend I was able. Well, I come that one night to take the picture.
That we photoshopped you in.
Yes.
No, you didn't. You have the secrets here.
Him and Cameron looking all proper.
He was there both nights.
I was there, but
You were
the
there.
You were there.
But,
Was the
That-
photo we used of Cameron from his wedding?
Yeah.
Yeah. The first one he gave
Poor
was
Cameron.
The first one he gave was Cameron posted back like this. I'm like, that's not. We're not using that one, Cameron. We need another
Bro,
one, dude.
Cameron does not take photos.
Yeah.
So poor Cameron that day
was
picks
so
me
sick.
up on the side of the interstate. The hearse breaks down,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It made it to the last weekend.
and hearse breaks down. We can tow the hearse.
Let's
Cameron-
go back a little bit. We're like, man, that hearse has been great. It's
Yo!
Yes.
It's never had a problem out
Oh
of
man,
it.
the
And
hearse has
Carol-
been a champion. We drove it everywhere,
We
man.
drove it to St. Louis.
Drove it to St. Louis. We've been. Oh man,
We should have said anything.
we jinxed ourselves.
Yep.
But old poor Cameron, so sick that night, sick as a dog. And I was like, dude, go home. He's like, boy, I'm staying. And then he was so sick he couldn't even make the photo. So we had to include him and you because you came that day for the. We said we were gonna do the photo early.
Yeah.
Why didn't we do that?
We're getting too hyped, and we're getting.
We had a lot of people, a lot of guests
At
show
the
up
yeah,
early.
We're ready to
Yeah,
come in.
I wanna
And they
have-
were
We
ready
gotta
to go
open
in.
early.
that's
we
right.
So
gotta
we
get
opened
going.
early.
That's
Yeah.
always a good problem.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
what I
great
was-
problem to have.
What I was getting at is, I went back there to the corn and was live on TikTok,
You heard it.
and I got it on
Yeah.
video.
It's on
You
there.
can hear it, and people were commenting, "Oh my God, I hear it! I hear
Yeah.
it!" And then I went to the end of the corn maze out into the field. I was like, "Oh fuck!" And I started running back, and
It's spooky, dude.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
spooky, especially when you're out there by yourself, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I mean, when you hear somebody yelling help,
yeah.
That's
plain
just-
as- plain as
and then the
day.
police came out.
couldn't find
Yeah.
it.
And we had, because I was deeply concerned that somebody, not of our customers, but somebody in general was
Was
hurt.
actually
Right.
lost out there.
And they were like, we'll
They
look
didn't
into
hear
it.
it,
And then
yeah.
I heard it plain as day yell, help! And they're like, we don't hear anything.
I'm
And I was
like,
like,
they-
all right, man.
Alright.
Yeah.
I
They
know
know.
this is something supernatural now
They know.
because
They know.
they didn't want.
What? No.
Well, no, there's nothing out there.
Well, we went out
I'm
there.
getting
We
the
didn't,
hell
hear,
out of here.
we didn't hear not a thing.
Yeah. So they
They're
were
just-
out there for 20 minutes searching.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
were out. They were
but-
deep back there. I saw the flashlights.
Yeah.
I tell you what I do want to do though is coming up season is focus more on the factions of fear
Oh, yeah.
because obviously
Yeah.
people really like that story of the Wendigo,
Yeah.
and we tap into those factions of fear more, and I think we somehow incorporate that and make it. I still think it'd be kind of cool to do the Halloween Soul thing if they give us their Halloween
Yeah.
Soul, they get a free ticket for next Halloween.
Yep.
Which would be pretty cool. But I think the factions of fear needs to definitely be incorporated more. We just need to figure out how to do that because it's hard. Like,
Yeah.
it's already
Especially
hard enough to get them to
You
understand
don't
that.
go over their head at the beginning. too.
Exactly.
What?
Yeah, it's hard enough to understand that the video store was a haunt.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're gonna be like, what's 5 factions of fear? What the hell's a faction?
Yeah, there is lore that goes on with the haunt that we haven't gotten to really explore yet. There's a
Connection. From
Oh,
we're really busy.
Halloween Hollow is definitely an onion, for
Yes.
sure.
Oh yeah.
And you can peel it layer by layer, and there's always going to be something new there. And I'm looking forward to
Oh yeah, man.
telling that story for sure.
Yeah.
Because even like Video Slashback, every scene in there has its own story that we didn't even tap into.
Yep.
Dark
Posters to go
Raven,
with all of them, too.
Big Top Meats, they all have stories we really didn't even.
Yeah, and all of it
Big
has
Top
artwork
Meats on
with it.
TikTok went viral because people thought it was
Yeah.
legit.
Because that was a legit
Yeah.
true crime.
Yeah,
it
that's
felt
funny.
real, yeah. That TikTok viral
True
video.
news, a story.
Yeah.
So
Like, I remember that.
I remember when that happened. I was like, what are you talking about, man?
This really happened in Canada.
Yeah, in Canada.
I can't believe they actually.
I feel like the first year it had to, get the name out there.
I'll get it going,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, get everybody talking, and then
Can't give it all the first year.
First
Can't give
year's
it all
under
the
our
first
belt.
year.
Yeah, and talking about that foundation, solid foundation, 100%. Because
Yes.
if we would have had a season where it was like, we're getting mixed reviews, but that wasn't the case. I think the lowest review we had was a 3-star, and because we didn't have any. No, that was a 4-star.
No, it's because
Oh,
we
it's a
didn't
force
have a
down.
bunch of witches walking around,
didn't
and
have
we didn't have
movie
a bunch
characters.
of movie characters, which we don't because of copyright issues.
Right.
So.
But we had a witch,
Yep.
Yep.
and we
Yeah, we
kind of had Spock Myers, which is kind of a movie character.
Right.
Yeah.
So
The people
Kill
that got
Long
it
and Prosper.
really got it, though. When they noticed, oh my God.
kill long and prosper.
Yeah.
I would like to do. I don't know. I think that's kind of fun that we don't quite do movie characters, but we do our own version
Got
of
a
that.
spin on it.
Yeah, I think that's fun.
would you want to talk about anything that you plan on, or do you, just in case it don't happen?
Gotta be staying tuned.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Sneak.
There's I don't know. You definitely don't want to say we're going to do this because it may not happen. There's a lot of stuff we said we were going to do last year and it didn't happen. But the stuff that we did put out there, I remember we had that conversation, putting out the videos and things like, all right, we said we're going to do that. We had to do that.
Yep.
Because once you say it, you have to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how many times you see a haunted house video and it has things in it
Nothing to do.
that's not at the haunt you went to. You have characters like, where was that character at? Oh, they're in a different place. I remember one time when we were doing the one at National Shores, there was corn in our video. And people thought we had a corn maze. And I was like, nope. And they're like, well, you had corn in your video. And I'm like, yeah, we do.
That's true.
We sure do. Where's the corn?
That
We don't have corn.
That was not shot.
That's
here.
false advertising. And I'm like, well, daggone. So I don't want to do that. But I can say that Big Top meets will be longer, 100%.
Yeah. We'll focus a lot more on that.
Yeah. So Big Top will be longer. We are going to tweak the corn maze. A lot of people are saying they want a little bit of scary in the corn
A
maze.
lot of people did.
Yeah.
So I think what we might do.
I don't know. That corn maze is pretty scary by
Yeah,
itself.
I think what we
It's
might
up.
do is add a scary
it.
portion
Yeah.
of the corn maze, so people that want to get scared at some point, they can pick the
Yeah.
scary
Let
path.
it branch.
Yeah.
Scary,
Are you gonna
not
put
scary.
actors, you think, or-
Don't know. We don't know how it's going to be scary.
Maybe
We'll have to
not.
wait and see. But I think that'd be something that we could do. That'd be cool.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
Signs, aliens.
Yeah. Well,
Don't even get me started. You know?
Erica,
You just pushed
Erica
your
wants
button.
aliens
I've been
so
begging
bad.
for aliens for years.
But aliens are expensive
They are.
and time consuming.
And
It's gotta look neat. And
there's an
clean.
aesthetic too that's really hard to do.
Because that hallway that I did in Knoxville,
It's cool.
jeez Louise, took me forever. I was asking everybody for just those, those foam inserts that you get like in TVs and stuff, and we're hard coating those and putting it. It's like, ugh. No, but yes, we're not giving up on aliens.
And that was out of your comfort zone too, making stuff that clean and stuff.
Oh, I don't
You were
like
worried
making
at
stuff
first.
clean.
You're like,
Yes.
man, I don't know.
I went from that mine shaft to that, and I
Yeah.
was like, this is completely night and day.
Yeah, I remember that picture.
What about the
more
packing
freeform.
paper though on that?
Yeah. Like
that
rocks,
looked
man.
rad.
With flame retardant the hell out of that thing. Safety first.
That's right.
I guess y'all need to stay tuned for next year. Come out to
That's
Halloween
right.
Hollow.
Definitely. Be
That's
here before
right.
you know it.
Let's see. What else? All right. Brittany, what was the hardest aspect of your job this year, and what was the most fun?
What was the hardest aspect, Carol?
I'm a lot better than I used to be. Let's just be honest.
I think costumes for a first year is always hard because, things are always changing.
Oh, yeah.
So it's hard to nail something down, and then you don't know the sizes of anybody or like what gender is going to be in there or what, the character needs to look like fully. And then, so we measured everybody on that orientation day, and then I took everything home and did 30 costumes in a week.
Yeah, you did.
Yay!
Girl.
Yeah.
With a little man.
With the 4-year-old, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's probably some blood splatters from him on those costumes.
Yikes.
He got to help.
This is not a Forensic Files episode.
Fake blood. Fake
What
blood.
is the Toradol. Well, not Toradol. What is it stuff that they use to find blood on the floor?
Luminol.
Luminol. I can hear him now. And there was luminol. And yeah, they spray it. Anyway. What was your most favorite part? Fun part?
Finding out that I have a fan club. That was interesting.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was cool.
Because, we're doing our, orientation. Carol's introducing everybody. I'm hiding behind Jamie because Jamie's my shield for people. And then, usually as soon as we break, everyone, floods Carol. So I'm like, okay, cool. I can just walk away. And then, 6 people came up and like, hey, wait. And someone's like, I have a picture of you. And I was like, from where?
What are you talking about?
She was like, I've been following you for years. And, I follow you. I follow your kid. I've seen all the stuff you do. And I'm like, that's awesome. And someone's like, did you get your start in cosplay? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, I want to be you when I get older. And I'm like, oh, God. Okay.
That was so cool.
Yeah, it
Remember you
was
telling me
really
that.
cool.
That's awesome.
It was really, really awesome.
Jamie, what about you?
Whew.
Yeah, you had a rough year, but you're here and we love you.
Yeah,
so that's awesome.
I had an exciting year. It kind of got in the way of things. And thank God for Brittany, because
Same.
there's no way I could have done what needed to be done, and I super appreciate that.
Cool.
The hardest, honestly, when we first opened, I was not doing tarot, did not have a tent. I felt pretty homeless. I was not sure where I was going. I was just wandering around and approaching people, meowing at them,
Yep.
knocking things over, attacking the wacky waving inflatable arm
That
man.
was great.
That was funny.
Yeah.
And then I just wandered down to the pumpkin patch, and I was having a little stretch down there, and there was an empty tent, and I'm a cat, so I went in it.
Made it your home.
Yeah.
And decided that I was going to stay there for the foreseeable future. So I asked Carol if I could have it. But the first few nights when I wasn't sure where I needed to be and felt kind of out of place, that was my hardest thing. There were a few readings that I did that were hard, but my favorite thing was actually the kids.
Yeah.
I had some kids going, man. These kids still believe in Santa because they believed I was a real Catwoman.
You look like a real Catwoman.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I would knock stuff off the table for them and roll in some catnip and
Fortune fish.
offer them cat treats.
Somebody brought you cat treats, didn't they?
Someone brought me cat treats.
That's awesome.
I got
So
some
didn't-
human flavored cat treats.
Didn't people come out just to see you?
Yes, I had a lot of people come out just to see me. I have some people on the socials that are asking me when I'm reading again, and I'm like, the cat or me? So the cat. It's the cat.
Yeah.
To be
Yeah.
clear.
That's awesome.
But yeah,
And
those are my favorites.
You would have never been that if the things didn't happen the way they did.
Yep.
Isn't that crazy?
I would have been attempting some approximation of what Brittany did. It would not be at the caliber that she did it at. But I'd be attempting some approximation, and I wouldn't have even had the opportunity to go out there and look at that tent. So it worked out. I even sold 2 pumpkins. 2.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I was busy. People were much more interested in their future than a pumpkin.
That's okay.
I'm also a little hurt that you thought maybe for a split second that me and Erica would not agree to let you
She was
do that.
nervous about it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I was like,
we were so
this
excited.
is family
about
fun
that.
for everyone. This is Tennessee. This is the heart of the Bible Belt.
No.
I don't know how this is going to play out. Like, some people are real superstitious about this stuff. And I had a few that were like, no, I'm just going to watch. And I'm like, cool, nobody's making you do anything. This is for fun. But, yeah, it ended up being a lot of...
Oh, huge hit.
Yeah.
Huge hit.
I look forward to it.
You had a
already.
line out the door till we closed.
Oh, man,
Yeah.
when my line was longer than y'all's line, I was like, oh...
That one night, it was literally to the pumpkin.
Yeah.
I had to get a bodyguard. I had to get a bodyguard, y'all, to, like, let me take litter box breaks.
Oh, we were like, all right, so you gotta go use the litter box.
And they're like, what?
They're like, oh, she's a cat. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Phil, what about you, buddy?
Man, I didn't know what I was doing. This is the first time I've ever done it. So I was like, the first
Phil,
day.
Phil was a rookie this year.
The first day, Carol asked me about the pumpkin. I'm like, man, I don't need to be here. This pumpkin sells itself. Why am I here? That corn maze is out there by itself. That's where I'm going. Not. I owned it, man. I made it my spot. You know. So I had people coming out there. I had the marshmallow man out, and just
Video
the one
screens.
spot that wasn't scary was me over there. So a
Phil was
lot
making
of
sure it was
kids and
clear.
stuff appreciated that too because they didn't want to be scared. So
You go in
gave
there
them a
and
spot
trap the
to be in.
ghost?
Yeah.
But it helped a lot of people getting out there. I mean, we
Yeah.
could tell them, but if you weren't out there,
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't think
it
they
made
would
a
have
spot to go
gone.
to.
Uh-uh. It was
Well, you had
creepy
a
out
drunk
there.
woman attack.
Oh man! Oh,
Marshall.
well, she pre-gamed ahead of time. She saw Stay Up like I'm going for that, and she runs I'm like slow motion. No
Tackles in play.
tackles Stay Puft. Stay Puft, 15-foot guy just falls on the ground, and
Uh-huh.
she gets twisted up in there.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
goodness.
you shouldn't have done that. Stay Puft's a destroyer, man. Watch out.
He's a-
You made your own decisions.
Yeah.
Hey, she was just trying to get that guy laid.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's a sailor.
He's a sailor.
You know.
Get this guy laid. Well, no problem.
She was okay. She was okay, but that was her fault. So I mean, you know. it
One
is
thing
what
I
it
did,
is.
I think people really like Dingleberry too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, you're
Pumpkin pie.
Oh, DB.
TV.
DB.
Don't mean dirty bad.
DB
I
Duker.
hear- I heard a lot of little kids screaming Dingleberry.
Oh yeah.
So
It's like just seeing Chuck, because I'm back in the corner, just seeing Chuck go shoo, 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 like
Yep.
all over.
In
the
his
place.
shorts.
Like,
Chuck in his shorts.
Like
It's 39 degrees and Chuck's pew 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 in shorts
I
and
know.
a t-shirt.
I know, Chuck. Without you telling me, you love not being stuck in one spot, didn't you?
Yep.
Chuck was everywhere, man. Like, God, there he goes again. And where I was at too, I'm kind of in the dark and the light shining on me, so I started noticing everybody's walk before they would come. Like, here comes
Who had the
Carol.
most noticeable walk?
You, man. Like, here comes Carol. Then Chuck walks real fast coming up.
Oh, there would be times where I'm walking with Chuck and I'm like asking him questions and I'm like walking with him. Like, all right, that's good. Like, I'm not gonna keep you. You just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Sounds good. You're obviously on a mission. But yeah. What about you, Chuck? What was yours?
I guess the hardest thing would be trying to figure out using my skills to just help everybody out. You know, just always want to be part of a team and just help out where I can. I was worried about the ticketing system compared to ticketing systems in the past. This was much easier. A few hiccups there and there trying to learn it, but it was a lot smoother and easier to update, especially on the fly. So
Yeah, I think. Shout out Fear Ticket. I think going now that we have a year under our belt, when we go to Transworld, we'll have a lot more questions.
Yeah.
We'll figure some stuff out. But what was your favorite part?
I mean, like I said, just all the excitement from the staff, the actors, all the support, even outside.
Yeah.
People, outside the haunted house that you guys know that were behind you and helping. That, a lot of people don't know and see.
It's good when you get people calling or, hey, this is the haunted house guy. Yes, it is. You put a flyer up on my business. It's like, I didn't. Somebody did. I was like, well, sorry, they didn't think to ask you first. I apologize. Would you like some tickets? It's like, you mean well, but you gotta ask first. You can't just start putting up flyers everywhere you go. Yeah. But you're right, man. Everybody, huge support all across the board. What about you, Loftus?
I mean, I guess my favorite part was, all these years of doing it. I've done it for 18 years, and I've had like part of my family that's like, that's really why do you do that? That's pretty childish of you to do that. Well, them people got to be a part of it this time.
They know.
And
Yeah.
they
Now
know.
they get it, yeah.
They've got the bug.
Yep.
Your dad's sending me prop ideas all the time.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah, Dad's messaging me all the time. It's like, I made these hands.
No.
Been watching some videos on YouTube.
It's like
Shout out Still Be Studios.
Well, that's another thing. Like you're saying, like if you've never done it, once you do it, you're kind of hooked.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
I never
for
thought
sure.
I'd be
What was it? My dad said,
You know?
hey, got a question for you. How many fall machines or whatnot are you putting on this circuit? Because I need to know. Like he's over there going, how many fall machines you're putting here? And what about a air compressor you using? I said, well, I got this and that. Well, all right, that should be enough. What else you got on it? What other spooky stuff you got on it? Like, oh, God, Dad.
You have to see it from the ground up too, though, which is cool. You know.
My dad?
Yeah.
My dad's seen everything that I've done, and I tell you, me and him, we go back. Let me tell you that. But You know, when I need the pops, when it's, I mean, y'all know we didn't have power until the day of.
The very day.
And we can point a lot of fingers at that, but when we opened, we had power.
Yes.
Yep.
And that was because of my father. So shout out Big C. But
Yeah, Big C.
he puts me through the ringer, man. He will, by God,
Tough love.
put me right through to the last minute.
He just called me out.
Oh, yeah. But I called him out on my speech that night. Yeah. I said I was going to tell y'all there's going to be a shrimp boil, but I didn't know if he'd show up or not. He looked at Pringle. He just called me out. And what was your? So that was your favorite thing, getting to work with your family. What was the hardest part?
The hardest part?
Work with your family?
I was just gonna say.
No, not working with the family. But, I mean, the first couple nights was we were having check-ins with actors with paper, and then we went electronic, and that helped out a lot, I believe.
Just learning
Learning that.
I still like paper though. But I'm old school.
Yeah, well, you don't get a say in that.
Whatever.
And that definitely
helps in some aspects.
It helped me know who was there.
Right.
And if I had any questions through the night, I'm like, so. Oh yeah, they did come in tonight. Okay, they should be here. And I'm pretty sure it helped Erica at the end of the night as well. Just kind of like hey, we have this problem. What do we do to resolve it? And we came up with something that I think worked pretty good. Maybe we'll improve on that. Make it.
Oh, dude.
For sure.
Like, talking, we would go down, Erica worked there for a whole season at Netherworld, and you talk to those cats. They've been open how many years? Like,
26.
Something stupid. 26. Their new location, they've been open how long? Since 2018? 17, 18? Somewhere in there.
18, yeah.
You would think they'd have it figured out by now, right? And they do. But they're constantly like, how can we make this better?
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. So, it's year 2, and I'm already thinking, how can we make things better? I kind of want to be like that in a sense where we're never satisfied to an extent. We don't get it to where it consumes us,
Yeah.
but it's almost like we want to constantly make things better,
Yeah.
easier for everyone. We're not stuck in our ways,
Right.
Talking about earlier, the culture. We're creating that culture. We're creating a thing where it's like always trying to better ourselves. Now, we could become like this giant, huge, I hate the term scream park. Because we're not. I don't know why. I've never liked that. I don't know why. I'm not hate if you call yourself a scream park. To me, it's not my thing. But, it doesn't, bigger always doesn't mean better. Do 3, maybe 4 haunts. Keep it condensed. Keep it nice and tight. Do things that create things that people can interact with, take pictures with, and that's where it's at. Yep. And if you make it a fun place to be, people will want to be there.
Yep.
And they're gonna spend money, and we're gonna be successful. It's just gonna happen. When you get to one of the best haunted houses in the world, telling you one night when they first started, they had 7 people show up to their show. When you hear that, you're like, damn. You put it in perspective.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're okay.
It's like, well, damn. Our slowest night, we had more than 7 people.
Yeah.
And it's like that. God, if we had 7 people show up, I'd be.
Oh man.
Oh
Oh my God.
my God! I'd be like, oh my God.
There's Carol with that fake
hiding.
smile again.
I don't have a fake smile.
Yeah, sure you don't.
No way.
His face looks funny.
Hey guys, everybody doing ready? Y'all ready?
Hey man,
Why do I feel afraid?
His voice getting higher. What's
we're
going
doing
on?
good. Oh yeah, we're good. Like Clark Griswold.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
It's gonna be the happiest bunch of assholes this side of Sam Hain. Whatever.
I always got super excited seeing lions at all the hunts. That was
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
That's always a good sign. Yeah, when you
gotta wait.
Yeah,
You
when you got people waiting in line, the coolest part about that is when everybody put in the time. Like everybody put in the wrench time. I guess like when you're talking about a car, you put in the wrench time, and then it's like when you put a car in a car show, everybody's standing around your car looking at it.
Looking at it.
Yeah.
We did that.
And that's kind of what that is. Like you built something from scratch, and people are there walking through it, coming out laughing, screaming, having a great time, going, "That was awesome! That was dope!" Even if the young kids are like, "Oh man," they're having a good time. And nothing's ever going to be. We don't want to terrify people. want to give them a nice startle and have a good, I don't know.
I want them to feel good about
Yeah,
it.
and when you see people in line and
People laughing.
when I would see droves of people coming through that pumpkin and that
Yeah,
fog,
it looked awesome.
oh dude, it looked like just a bunch of zombie hordes,
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, that's
Oh,
cool.
that was cool.
And they paid. That's cool too.
That was really
Erica, what was yours?
Yeah,
The hardest?
hardest part.
All the time I had to work at other jobs and not be there
Yeah.
helping get open.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Yeah. That was the hardest part for me, I think.
What about your favorite part?
Watching all the customers like come out and be super excited about what they just saw, and every time I'd be like,
I'm like scratching my
"Really?
head.
Are you
going,
sure?" Like,
Did y'all see the same stuff I saw?
like obviously we're our hardest critics, but like I don't know. It's crazy to me that everybody really loved it. You know.
You
I
can
don't
tell
know
they were
if it's-
sincere too, though. Like you can tell when somebody's faking it. Like
I mean-
you went to their face and you could see they're not lying. They really had a good time.
My own grandma told me one time that she thought a haunt that I did was not very good. She went through Dark Descent. I said, "What'd you think about it, Grandma?" She goes,
Wow.
"You've done better." I was like, "Damn."
What was the hardest part for you?
Building it.
You made it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got some scars on your legs too,
Who
don't you?
didn't know?
Not your hand, wasn't it? Where the
Oh, where the thing ripped my fingernails off.
Yeah.
My
Oh,
fingertips
yeah.
off.
That was fun.
I remember when you tried to football the big roll.
Oh, when I tried to tackle the big wires.
Oh,
Me and
Lord.
Jamie
Cameron was there for that one.
Me and Jamie was painting those things, and then I got stung by a bunch of sweat bees. I'm out there painting those
Oh,
little
yeah.
roll
Oh, those
things.
sweat bees, man.
Oh man, they're
Oh,
everywhere.
and you cannot get rid of them.
After a while, it's just like, sting me, bro.
I
Just
felt
sting
like
me.
a camel in Africa.
Oh,
Just
dude.
like constantly, like just flies around my eyes.
What was the best part for you?
Well, let me go back. I say the hardest part about building it, it was the hardest part, but letting people down, having that constant weight on my shoulders, and I know that I have, the team, but like I felt like every day I showed up, a lot of times during the week it was just me, and I felt like if I didn't do something today, it was going to put us further back. And we were already behind. We were behind from the get. Our carports didn't come in,
April,
until
right?
No,
right before late February, 1st of March, right before Transworld. So our carports were 2 months late, and we were already behind. And I was just like every day I was constantly like I got people that are relying on me to get this done, and that was hard.
Yeah.
And up until opening night, I was like, because honestly, I feel like sometimes people give me more credit than I deserve. Like, oh, Carol will get it done. Carol will get it done. And I'm sitting there, I'm going, oh, I'm not gonna get it done, And I'm like, oh, I can feel everybody just kind of like, Carol's got it. And I'm like, yeah, I sure do. How many times I come over here and just
I
fall
saw your
asleep?
face a couple of times, like Carol's stressed. I've never seen Carol like that.
Yeah, I don't really show.
He's in a tough spot.
I don't really show my emotions like that. So that was hard. I mean, building it in general was just hard, and with the cost of lumber and constantly going, you think you have it planned out, like, all right, it's going to take this amount and this amount, and then you get there and you go, what in the hell? That didn't work because everything was so grand and so massive.
Yeah.
My fault. But like, when you build things on a bigger, grander scale, it takes more lumber, it takes more support. You got to make sure it's safe, and all that stuff. But my favorite part was I don't know. I think it was when we did the cast photo, and y'all gave us that.
Oh, yeah.
You gave us that whiskey barrel topper. Y'all caught me off guard.
Yeah.
Same.
Sons of bitches.
I knew something was happening.
Were you expecting biscuits
Dude.
and macaroni and cheese?
This guy right here, he's like,
God.
did you sign yet? He was walking everywhere, sneaking around.
Yeah.
Did you sign it? Did you sign
Yeah,
it?
I mean, I
I had
literally.
help from Alex too.
I asked
So
Brittany.
I was able to walk around and do what I needed to do without causing suspicion. Alex was helping me.
But let me
live
tell you,
credit to Alex.
on a normal year, I would have sniffed it out.
I asked Brittany to tell me what
didn't know
the
when you
secret
asked.
was. Oh,
When you
and
asked,
she
I
was
didn't
like,
know.
"I'm gonna go find out, and I'll report back." And she never reported.
Well, see,
back.
because then I found out, and I was like, oh, she can't know.
But I think that was pretty cool. And then I finally got to walk out onto the porch of the mansion
Yeah, I was like-
and talk to everybody.
Like everybody's looking up at you.
And that was
Oh,
and
that was cool.
And that wasn't just like it was just like I built this.
It's holding me up.
I built this.
I can stand on it.
We all had a thing on this, and I got to stand on it and like talk to everybody and give everybody
As your
praise.
president.
It was cool. It was really cool. I really liked that. That was fun.
Hey, if you build it, they will come, and damn it, they did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they came, and hopefully they come again
Yeah.
and again and again.
Stop it. Stop it.
Oh man.
Okay, there's a few things that I want to, a few more things I want to add. What are you looking forward to this coming up season? What do you looking forward to? And Brittany, don't you say I'm not going to be there because I'll kill you. I know, and if you can, I understand that.
He'll only
He'll
half
still
kill
kill
you.
We're gonna be a sightsee.
Sightsee.
I really want to try to force Carol to make that one scene. But
What scene?
do you know what FNAF is?
Oh, no, it's pretty.
Yeah. Because it's so big right now. And it's so scary.
So, pizza parlor.
Yeah, like a pizza parlor with like fucked up animatronics. And one of those motherfuckers.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
I cut that out.
You ought to hear the
See how scary that'd be.
7-second delay. Hit the beat.
Yeah.
And it's so in right now. Like.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. If anybody ever comes to me with a scene idea, first thing I'm going to think of is how can I do that on the cheap? Not because that's always how I've been. Even if you handed me like lots of money, I'm still going to be like, how can I do this on the cheap?
Way to do this, yeah.
Working in Orlando, some of the talented people down there, they could build anything. And I was just like, hey, we need to do this. And they're like, we got to make another lumber run. I go, we have a whole pile of reject lumber over here. What do you mean? I was like, we got to use this, So that's, anybody ever sends me a scene idea or whatever, I'm like, hey, how can we do it on cheap? My thing with that would be, how can we create the showbiz look, right? And then, the costuming, I would have to ask you about that, because those furry looking, those mascot looking things.
I've made a whole cat suit before, like full of fur.
I know.
But see, I feel you on the whole like buy everything.
Yeah.
Because for me, I'm like, I make everything out of stuff I can find around my house. And then I went to like another haunted house. It's like, here, we have all this money, throw at it. And I'm like, I can't do anything with that.
Yeah.
Like,
I actually don't know what to do with money.
I'm like, what? Help. Like, no. So, yeah. I think it, like...
So you want to see, is it Five Nights at...
Five Nights at
Oh,
Freddy's.
and stuff like that.
I have seen that.
What's that movie with Nicolas Cage?
Yeah, he doesn't say a single word.
Yeah.
That's
And it's-
basically
yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
Oh, it
That
was
movie was awesome.
creepy, but it was good.
And it's so huge right now. I mean, they have...
Seeing
It's
nothing but Nicolas
enormous.
It's so
Cage's.
big right now. What's
It
that?
is!
What is that? Zoolander? Was it? He's so hot right
Oh,
now.
I'm sorry.
Nope, you're fine. I got my
What
combat
about you,
boots on.
Jamie? What do you want to see next year?
I was daydreaming about a wagon,
Oh yeah, that would
But-
be dope.
but those are big dreams.
Hey, you got to start somewhere.
I,
Who knows? I find stuff all the time.
I'm super interested in developing out some of the houses, the scenes that we had planned for this year that we didn't get to. Super excited about getting some of those fleshed out.
Yeah.
I love walking through, and it's like movie scene after movie scene. They're just so good because this guy, this gal decorate them so well. They're amazing. And I love seeing the scenes come to life, and I know we have a lot in the trunk to work with. like creatively.
Erica definitely does.
I want to say this though, that they're so good. I know I got someone that wants to come and shoot a short film at Halloween Hollow. So,
Cool.
and he'll possibly, hopefully, do commercials for
There we go.
a swamp. It's Jelly Roll's guy that does all his music videos.
Oh, nice.
No.
So,
Erica, that's not a donut, by the way. That's a rapper.
Yeah.
You know what? I
Well, he's
asked
a
Phil the other
country
night.
music
So.
artist.
I was like, why is everybody
Are we,
so excited about this
Is she
jelly
going to be
roll
out there
thing?
shooting the video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like a peanut butter sandwich? It's
He's just a
jelly.
big fat guy
They roll it up.
with a mullet.
We need to get Jelly Roll out there.
Yeah.
I don't. That's gonna be hard. He sold out the British Trying to rent it.
Yeah,
2
he
weeks ago.
ain't got time for a.
Yeah.
One day.
No, we just need to come out. Hey, man, do a haunted house. I know you.
I messaged the old
Walk
lady
through.
and told her about it, and she checked it, so she saw the message about Halloween Hollow.
Hey, that's all you can do, man.
Yeah.
What about you, Phil? What are you looking forward to?
Year 6, my firehouse and the pole that works.
Oh, thinking big.
Yep. Phil's getting out there.
Oh shit.
Hold me to it.
Make it
Carol,
happen.
now you said you're 6 and I have
Year
a firehouse.
6, I need a pole to slide down. Okay.
Where's the 59 caddy?
Yeah. Let's get the front clip, man. We'll just get the front clip. That's fine.
Hold right here, let's see you.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Still
It'll
works.
grip.
It's sturdy.
It's not very slick though. Wow.
Yeah,
About
it's
you,
more,
Chuck?
it's more of a cat pole.
I mean, just the creative of this group right here, of what we're capable of doing, and what's going to be done this next year and the years following. And I said, if we can get more things worked out with the ticketing system and some glitches squared away, so Dingleberry may have a partner in crime.
Ah.
Uh-oh.
Damn it, man.
Competition. One up each other.
Oh, here we go.
There you go.
Chuck's coming out of retirement.
Oh man, I guess that question's for me now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh man. I guess what I look forward to is just seeing the character development of like the cast that we got rolling over from this season to next. Just seeing now that they're getting their greenhorns off.
A lot of people were first year actors.
Oh yeah,
You know,
a lot.
a lot.
Just seeing how they develop. I kind of gave people direction. It's like, hey, just like write down what scares you the most and build something completely around it. And we'll see what falls into place. You know, I don't know everything. We don't know everything. People off the street teach me stuff every day, so
Drink up, girl.
I look forward to that. And possibly taking Dingleberry to a more consistent, bigger level.
More consistent, yes.
Erica.
I am next year. I'm looking forward to doing all the things we weren't able to do this year.
Like.
Some of those scenes. Buttoning up some stuff. You know.
You're very descriptive.
Some very contract stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Stuff that
Yeah. We
we're working on.
I would like to
Transworld.
Transworld.
Looking forward to Transworld first.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Zia's.
I would like to create
party.
Zia's and the mezzanine pizza party.
Mezzanine pizza party.
Mr. October, hell yeah, let's
I
get
would
him.
love
Let's
to
get
see
him.
Mr. October.
Figure that out.
I want to see the Howlingers out there.
Howlingers
Love
need
see
to
the
happen.
Howlingers out there.
Howlingers need to happen.
One
We
of
need
each
to
out there.
Yeah.
Huh?
We need one of each out there.
Yeah.
One of each factions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Should have seen
You
my
know-
garage before the apocalypse.
I think too. Not only do we have these characters, we have to find somebody to make them come to life.
Right.
Yeah.
We got lucky with Joe.
Yeah.
You know, and Kat did a good job filling in with the crone, but the crone needs more of a personality. You know, however that's whether it's movement or sounds or we don't have that yet.
We had a staff for her and it broke.
Yeah,
And it was
so,
really wicked.
We just need to fix her.
so it's just we gotta enhance what we already have. I think we're on the right track, especially with all
Yes.
the
Hopefully next year Cat can get out there with a horse.
yeah, and the horse. We don't getting the horse there more nights
Yeah,
than just
we only
the
had that out
few.
that one weekend.
Yeah,
Headless horseman.
that is. Well, she's basically a scruffian. She's what is it, Jamie?
She is a
Cthulhu.
No.
Dullahan?
Oh, the Dullahan.
yeah, Dullahan.
The Dullahan, which is what the Headless Horse is based off of.
It's a Scottish myth.
Yeah. So, if we can get the Dullahan out there doing some
With a
doula damage.
A spine whip.
Spine whip.
That's what she's
Riding that
supposed to
horse.
have.
The only thing bad about the horse, it just craps where it wants. so when the horse
Free fertilizer.
when the horse is roaming the fearway, it's just like,
The
it's
horse
like,
is
oh,
also roaming the
we got a
fearway.
big old clump up here. We got to get
That's
this
really
taken care of.
scary.
Grab out.
Hey, can you pick up that
Hey,
shirt?
can pick up that shirt. Shout out to TD on that. But looking forward to really bringing Mr. October to life, all the other characters that we've come up with to life. Because to me, Loftus's character, Dingleberry, adds a little comic relief to it. But we also, and the kids can, it's what we're talking about, the pumpkin mascot. You and Steve were talking about Punky the Pumpkin, who's basically just a big mascot for the kids. And, Halloween fun for everyone, all ends of the spectrum. Mr. October is the creepiest of that side, and Punky the Pumpkin is just like, okay, the complete opposite.
Right.
So, all the stuff that we have in talking about the different characters and whatnot, and all the factions, and have representatives of each faction there,
Yes.
and then talk about Amalgam. Can we bring Amalgam into play and doing what we want to do with him, and then incorporating all, just really tying in the lore of Halloween Hollow to that, because the scenes, we know we don't have to build them now, they're there, so now what I do is flesh them out.
Now we can work on details.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm also looking forward to, how we market it this year. So, we tried a few new things last year, new market, what worked, what didn't, tapping into that and seeing where that goes, working with the connections we've made in the community,
Yeah.
For sure.
really, having the money that, you create and generate from the tarot, the cat lady, sending that to the,
Local Humane
the
Association.
local humane association,
Which is awesome.
cat shelters, that would love that,
Yes.
100%.
That is awesome.
Doing things like that, and we'd like to have more merch, but merch ain't cheap, So I don't know many first year haunts that had shirts for sale.
Yeah.
We sold a lot
Yeah,
of shirts.
Jimmy, you and Tim were slinging them shirts, son.
That's right.
Slanging them shirts, and I've never in my life sold out of small sizes until this
We
year.
did really fast.
Jeez Louise, we always have smalls and mediums left. This year, gone. All we got's big boy sizes left.
2X and up,
That's
pretty
rare.
much.
Yeah.
We're out of 1X too.
That's rare. Usually they don't have none of them.
That's what we thought about you, Jimmy. We was like, Jimmy's always saying, y'all don't have enough big sizes. And what we do,
Fleshed it out.
You have too many big sizes. Not enough
but hey, shirts don't go bad. We'll sell them.
Yeah.
We got them. I'm always thinking like cool things, different things that we can sell, and just really, so. DED Dead Ed,
Oh yeah.
WTCH Witchin' Radio. I want to have
Yes.
DED
We need
Dead
that
Ed out there.
personality. We've got our
Phil Dirt
news
and
and
Robin Gray.
Yes.
We need to use
our
the
news people.
Hallow News Network. All spooky all the time.
It's all in the plans.
So I mean, we flesh that stuff out. Whether it's for the marketing, whether it's for, DED Dead Ed is on location where he's the DJ and he's playing some music, and then, we do some karaoke like he wanted to do and do a contest.
Love a good
I think that'd be fun.
Yeah. Sure.
The Beastly Boys.
Oh,
The Beastly Boys.
Don't
are
give
something.
it all away.
No, we're not. But the Beastly Boys are something we're working on too. So the Beastly Boys would be fun.
We need some Hallinger representation.
Yeah. So stuff like that, I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to getting back in my creative zone and having fun. We have a whole shop full of props that we didn't even touch. So the mansion. Yep. Y'all found those letters. Also, shout out to the Halloween dad jokes. I hope they were a huge hit. I mean,
They were awesome.
I need to get
loved
more
all of
letters
them.
so I can.
Yeah, we get more
we'll get
letters.
more letters for
Spam
those. So I think that'd be fun if we could change them.
People were looking to see if it had
Oh, yeah,
changed.
they were.
It was great.
Yeah. So I think instead of every weekend, we do it every night.
Yeah.
But I know it's
We got a year to come up with them.
Yeah.
Start stockpiling.
That's that.
So I do like the fact that we left the old one
On the back.
on the backside,
Yeah.
and then we just kind of rotated them on the marquee sign. Yeah, I think that's what I'm looking forward to. Just fleshing everything that our original plan out and enhancing everything and making it more just a place for people to come to and really enjoy and just hang out and just constantly just keep.
You're like,
doing
oh
it.
man, it's time to go. Crap.
Yep. Oh man, we're closing.
It's already that
Damn, it's
time.
11 o'clock.
We did have
We've
to
been
sweep
here for
people
3.5
out.
hours.
There was a few times we had to say, all right, Bill, you
Come on.
ain't got to go home, but you can't stay
Especially
here.
when Phil
call
had his
that last
movies
call.
playing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'd sit down and watch the whole movie out there by the corner.
Yeah. Looking forward to that. That's what I'm looking forward to. So, ready to get started. And Transworld will be fun.
Yep. I mean,
Oh, I'm
before we
super
know it-
I
excited.
can't wait to walk around and see what like
I don't think I've ever
just
been
walking
excited
around
as I am this
Transworld
year.
just like pops you in the face like, oh,
for sure.
Yeah.
never thought of that.
We
That's
got
We know where we're looking towards too.
Yep.
We got
Got
vision
100%
now,
got a
you know.
game plan on that. So
So
that'll be good. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to. We also I'm looking forward to getting down and getting the schedule set. How many nights we want to open, and just getting involved with the community more. Now that we have something, go, hey, this is what we got. 'Cause, I mean, it's hard. If I walk up to you and say, hey man, we started this haunted house. Well, what is it? Well, it's not built yet. We're in the process of building it. Like, dude, I'm not gonna do anything with you guys. Like, what? But now,
Cool.
I'm sure a lot of people around there heard about it. So
oh, dude. I mean,
we have people driving for like hours to come out there.
People
This
come from,
first
like,
year.
different
Yeah,
First
different
year,
states.
yeah.
you know?
different states.
So we just gotta, we get everybody, Putnam, Smith, DeKalb, Wilson. Hell, come on, Davidson, we'll take
Come
you.
on.
Yeah.
Come
Come
on
on.
up. Halloween Hollow is not like everybody else, and I love that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. We don't want to be anybody else. We want to be us.
Yep.
That's what I love about it.
You're not just a
And-
number.
Nope. And people can come out, and if they, I don't care if you're a hardcore haunt enthusiast like Jimmy here, you had fun, right?
no, yes.
Or if you're just a person that wanted to go to some little kiddie pumpkin patch.
Oh man, I
They
had
still had a
kids
great
that
time.
had a great time this year.
My friends told me their kids had the most fun they've ever had.
Yeah.
And they thought that one of them was worried. They're like, Carol, last haunted house I went to of yours had a drill thing. And I was like, I know, I don't have that anymore. And she's like, you promised me. I was like, I
Halloween
promise.
fun for everyone.
Halloween fun for everyone.
So,
Everyone.
yeah, so I think now that's got out, and a lot of people that were kind of standoffish about it, I think now they
once
yeah.
they went there and saw it, like, I get it.
I tell you what though, I don't see. I mean, it might, but 2022 was really hard.
Oh yeah.
It was probably the wrong year to open a haunted house,
It was rocky.
but we
Well, we
opened
did it.
and we got through it.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of cool, like doing this year in review. I appreciate you doing the time to do this, Jimmy.
Yeah.
It was really fun. Anybody else got anything they want to say?
I know it's a long video now.
No,
No, Jimmy. I think Jimmy's awesome, man.
Jimmy's
Yeah, man.
This is his first dive into the behind the scenes.
So all right,
so
yeah,
you're-
yeah,
it's
Jimmy.
your
Here we
first
go. I got
time
something for
too,
you,
yeah.
buddy.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Uh-oh, put him on the spot. Put him on
So
the spot.
for a lover of haunted houses, you've been going to them for years. What did you realize that you didn't really before? Like, what did you go? Oh, I never realized that. Like coming from walking through them to seeing how they're built and seeing how they operate. Was it something that stuck out? You're like, oh man, I didn't know it was gonna be like that.
I guess just boo holes. You know? You don't even think about it. You know, you gotta have them.
Yeah,
You
plan,
gotta have where
plan
they
it out
hide.
too. Make the flow right. You don't want to just
yeah.
have them everywhere.
Yeah.
You know.
Placement. Boo hole placement.
The Boo hallway in the mansion.
Sick.
Friend of ours, Knoxville, they came out. They're like, we love the Boo hallway because most haunts have chase hallways, right? Which is usually the way the haunt's built. They have them on the outside so they can get to and from their scenes. But the Boo hallway, I'm going to try to incorporate that. You can't do it in Speedo Slashback because each scene is different.
Yeah.
But if your haunt has kind of the same theme, a Boo hallway works because they all kind of look the same. the characters. They all kind of fit the theme. But that, huge help. And now we get some scares from the left. Right, Brad?
Yeah.
To the left.
Scares from the left.
So we're gonna add another boo hallway in the mansion for Loftus next year. So you can quit bitching at me.
For lefties.
So, boo holes, what else?
What it takes to put on one.
Yeah?
Oh man, yeah.
Like I
had no
told you at
idea.
the party, haunting ain't easy.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
You know, you go to one and you think, oh, you know, it's fun, but you do not realize what it takes to put on one.
Every
This isn't a
screw
job.
you
They're
gotta
just
put
scaring
in,
people.
Every corner.
You made your own yard haunt this year, too. bro.
Well,
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that.
And it looked good, man. Your yard art was awesome.
It actually looked rad.
Oh, people were telling me that, oh my God, I couldn't believe, you know, just like what I was hearing at Halloween Hollow.
Yeah.
You've never seen nothing like this around here. I was like,
Dude, you gonna be up to Nate's level soon.
Nate's
got a
was
long
dope.
way to go
Nate's
right
was
there.
dope this year, man.
Golly.
He really stepped it up this year, man. It was cool.
That pirate ship. Oh.
I'm just like, man, it's awesome if he had his own and to do it,
Woo.
you know, but it's easy to do that because it's in his backyard. He can work on it anytime he wants, so it's perfect. But you know, I wish more people would come out and see it. You know, I do. I'm pretty sure there is. Just the night I was there, it was probably not that many, but the weekend he goes for is Halloween. And I'm sure people.
We went last Halloween,
Yeah.
last year,
It
because
had
we
a
didn't have anything
steady
going on.
crowd the whole time.
Man, it was, and he gives out candy to the kids, Bud Light to the adults.
It's
But,
great.
It's insane, and I learned when he told me to go to one down the road about 15 minutes, and holy shit, man!
Good.
Well,
I didn't realize there was a community of yard haunters this big, and
that's
it's
cool.
Oh, yeah.
It's a whole thing.
They do a
They
a
do
yard
it.
haunt award at Trends,
Yeah,
whatever
they
year.
do.
Yeah, and Nate still did that. It still came out a weekend with us,
Yeah.
which was
Yep.
cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Nate's
He
good
had
people.
fun.
Nate's
Yeah.
good people, man.
Yeah, he loaned me some props,
Yeah.
which I should have brought so I can take them back on the way. But yeah, it's addictive. I know that.
It is.
Yeah.
And I'm already contemplating what I'm gonna do next year.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm moving my yard hunt to the backyard because it was in the driveway and it sat there
Yeah.
till after Thanksgiving.
You know, House of Torment started out as a yard haunt.
It did. Yeah.
And I never knew that until a few years ago, which is kind of crazy to think about.
So I got some
Yeah,
friends in
Dan's
Manchester.
yard.
I saw them last night at the Christmas party with my wife's work, and that's what they're like. What are we gonna do this year?
Yeah.
What are we gonna do next year?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, we got
cool.
the whole year. And
Yeah,
they
you're
told me,
Hey, but I tell you what, when you say that, oh, we got all year.
It goes by so fast.
It goes, pew, and you go, holy
Oh,
crap,
man.
it's August.
I want to do it in the spring, get it built, and not have to worry about it in the summer. 'Cause good lord, I didn't get to really
Get to
come out
natural
as much
distressing
in the
it.
summer.
Yeah.
Come
We
on
went-
and plant corn,
we were-
Jamie.
We're painting
My
in the
wife
snow
wants
and
to do
sweating in
that.
the summer.
She
Hey.
wants to have a corn maze in our backyard.
Who
Do
does?
My wife.
Do it.
Water.
You got a lot of shade in your backyard?
Yeah.
Won't work.
Think too much.
Yeah, damn pine trees. I don't know if that'll work well.
You can
No,
cut those
don't worry
down
about
real
drinking.
easy. They're soft
Oh,
wood.
summer. Oh yeah.
Corn needs sun,
They're
that's
not
for
on my
sure.
property
Yeah.
line. So
At
I
least you
can't
can
cut
walk
them.
into your house and get in the AC.
Yeah.
True.
Thank God
Well.
for new AC.
But yeah, we're excited, and I'm glad you came out, man. Appreciate you. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Thank you.
Everybody out there in the
Yeah.
World Wide Web, come out.
Yeah, Halloween Hollow, second season coming up soon. We're excited, and yeah, I don't really know what else to say.
That's all you gotta say.
Well, as I end the podcast. That's all we got, yo.
All right.
We out.
We out.
Now it's time to say goodbye to the Basement Guys again. They would like to thank you folks for kindly dropping in. You're all invited back next week to this locality to have a heaping helping of their hospitality. Or that is, spooks and spells. Take your shirt off. Y'all come back now, you hear?